Hello, hello, Facebook community. It's me again. Day 3. Welcome back. If you're joining live or if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Kadeem, Wellness Practitioner, and as you can see, today is number 753 here in the Wake Up Everybody space. And the session topic for today is clearing the road for manifestation in 2023. Clearing the road. Very important. I feel that sometimes we talk about manifestation, things we need to do, how we need to move forward. But a lot of the times we're energizing the road or trying to move forward in the road or put the pedal to the metal. So before you can do that, you got to clear up some of that traffic in the road. So today we're going to be clearing up some of that traffic so that you can put the pedal to the metal and achieve your goals and manifest better, stronger, and faster. So thank you for joining in today. I know that we have some folks coming in the Zoom space. So thank you for being here. Let's see who we have so far. We have Z. Hello, hello. Good morning, Grand Rising. Thank you so much for being here in this space today. I know Z is like faithful Wake Up Everybody participant, always here. Thank you so much for always showing up, Z. So today, as you can see, the topic is clearing the road for manifestation 2023. I am asking folks that are on the Zoom and also as well on Facebook, I'm asking folks to get a few things. You're going to need a few things before we start. Actually, really, we only need one thing, but there's a few options, okay? So the first thing, one option, is I have a mixture here that I make myself of essential oils and water and alcohol. So if you have something of that sort, a spray, a clearing spray, a cleansing spray, I'm gonna ask you to get that. If you don't have that, you're like, Kadeem, I don't have that. Then you can either just get the essential oils. So essential oils like lavender, eucalyptus, frankincense, let's see, other oils that are really good for like cleansing, like tea tree, sage. Getting essential oils are really good for cleansing. Like, I don't got that. Okay, there's more. Hand sanitizer. I believe we should all have that with what's been happening over the past few years. So the third option is hand sanitizer. So the first option is getting some sort of clearing, cleansing mixture we're going to need. Second option you can get is just essential oils. Last option, if you don't have those two, is to get hand sanitizer. And if you're like, I don't have any of those because I'm out and about, or I'm driving, or I'm at the gym, or whatever, that's okay. There's a fourth option. You don't necessarily need that, but I'll teach you something else you can do. Because as we clear the road for manifestation, as you can see, the topic for today is clearing that road. We're going to be doing some clearing out of some stuff. And we need some things to help clear the energy as we're doing that. So who else is in the Zoom space for today? Adam. Hello, hello, Grand Rising. Thank you for being here. And Phyllis. All right. It is 7:03, so we're going to play this video and I'll come back afterwards.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. We're here teaching, we're moving. Together, we're learning, discerning, we're striving. Together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Grand Rising. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining me here in this space today in the Wake Up Everybody community. My name is Kadeem Alston-Roman, and I will be your facilitator for today. And the topic for today is clearing the road for manifestation in 2023. I find that sometimes a lot of us, when it comes to manifestation, we do a lot of amazing things towards it. We do vision boards, we maybe do affirmations, we do visualizations. All this stuff is amazing. It's great. I find, though, that some of those techniques are like energizing. And those are the techniques that like put the pedal to the metal to like get you somewhere. But I find that sometimes before we can do that, before we energize our goals or like zoom off to them, there's sometimes some traffic in the way. And that traffic comes from life experience and what happened or didn't happen in our lives. So today, the focus is clearing that road to manifestation so that you can energize the road. Energizing the road will be tomorrow's topic. So for those that are just getting on the Zoom space, for those that are getting on just on Facebook, I did ask people to get a few things, because as we were clearing the road towards manifestation, there are some things that might come up that we need to just kind of continue to cleanse ourselves as we're clearing the road. So there are a few options. You only need one of these, but here are a few options. First thing you can get is if you have a mixture with water, essential oils, and alcohol. I know some of us might do some healing work already on our own and might maybe already have some sort of mixture of the sort. So you can get that mixture if you have that. If not, the second option is getting essential oils, specifically essential oils that are really good for like clearing or like cleansing. So oils like lavender, frankincense, sage, tea tree, eucalyptus. Those are really good for like deep cleansing. If you don't have any of those, that's okay. I would say get the essential oil that you have near you, because that will be helpful. If you don't have that, then you can get hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is really good for cleansing not only the physical body, but also the energetic body as well. And if you're like, I don't have any of those things, then that's okay. I would teach you another technique you can do to help you also clear yourself as you're going through this process. Okay. Let's see. LZ says, clove, you have clove, that's fine. Clove oil is fine. That's great. All right. So as you can see, the topic is clearing the road for manifestation. First thing we have to talk about, though, is manifestation. It's like, what's that? Huh? Manifestation. What is that? So realizing that manifestation, a lot of the times people talk about, yeah, I'm going to manifest this thing in my life. I'm going to manifest a new job or money or a house or love, all this stuff, which is great, right? Manifesting is amazing. It's a powerful technique. However, I find that instead of manifesting, what we really want to do is we actually want to materialize. What's the difference? Manifest could be any and everything. And you can manifest anything, even in the ether, in the energy world. You can manifest anything. What you really want to do is you want to materialize, right? Because you want to go from the ether into what? Physical form. You want to be like, yes, I want to manifest $1 million and all this money. I want to manifest. You can manifest, and the energy of the $1 million can still stay in the ether. What you want to do, you want to materialize that money into physical form. So I realize it's important for us to also adjust and change our language when it comes to certain things. So not only do you want to manifest, you want to materialize certain goals. And as I said earlier, sometimes when it comes to manifesting, we have all these techniques that we do, which are great. However, it's important for us to also clear some things up as well. So for example, like if you grew up and you always used to hear stuff like, money don't grow on trees. Maybe your parents or grown-ups used to tell you, I'm not an ATM. Used to grow up hearing things like, we can't afford it. All these things growing up. So then when it then comes to you saying, okay, I want to do all this amazing stuff. I want to get a lot of money. I want to, all this amazing things that you want to do. You're trying to manifest or materialize that. And let's say you're maybe 45 years old. You got 45 years of all this other things, just chatter of like, can't do this, can't afford it. Money doesn't grow on trees, I'm not an ATM. There's already all these negative things about money. And then if you include sometimes certain spiritual practices, they preach, it's better for, what is it? It's easier for, what's the saying in the Bible? It's easier for something about it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man getting into heaven. So I was like, wow. So does that mean I shouldn't be rich? Like, what's happening? Right? So you have all these things, right, that tell us about money and finances. So then when it comes to like, oh, I want to manifest this thing, but you have years of telling you in many ways money isn't that greatest, whatever. Sometimes it's hard for you to like manifest those things if you've been hearing a certain thing for a long period of time. So think about it in this way. Think about it if you have like this bucket, right? It's just a bucket, right? Let's say this bucket is filled with garbage and trash, like to the brim, to the top. And then you get this amazing, amazing jewel, this like diamond, right? Try to put the diamond on top of the bucket with all the trash. Guess what's going to happen? Diamond's going to fall off. It's going to fall off the bucket. Why? Because the trash and the garbage is so high piled up that diamond cannot stay in the bucket. It's not until you take this pile and bucket of trash and garbage and dump it out and clear it out, can that diamond then come in the bucket and stay there. So I think in the same way, we need to clear out some of the garbage and trash that we've been told or taught for all these years, so that when it comes to getting these amazing jewels and these diamonds, it can stay and it can stick. Because I know for myself, there's times where I'm like, yes, I manifest this, I materialize this, it's amazing. And I'm like, okay, how come it didn't stick? Like it came in like a one-shot thing, like a windfall of this or a windfall of that. Amazing, that's great. Now, can we keep it going? Right? It's not until you do a lot of clearing, the clearing process on different levels, that things can actually stick. So with that said, today, we're going to be doing 2 main exercises to help start clearing things away so that you can help to get things to stick for you. Okay. I know that Cheryl Glenn says that's it. Jacqueline mentioned, yes, money is the root of all evil. That's another one that we've heard. Right? Money is the root of all evil. So it's like, if the money is the root of all evil, then should I have it? If you don't want to be evil, right? But I found that money really is just a tool. Like a lot of things. Money is a tool. It's not necessarily good, it's not necessarily bad. It's a tool. The person that has it, it's up to them to determine how they use that tool. In the same way, a knife is a tool, right? A knife can be used to cut up some amazing food, right? To cook some things, to make something beautiful. And a knife can be used as a weapon to attack someone, right? The knife is a tool. It's the person, what they do with the knife, that determines whether it's used for evil or for good. Money is the same way. Money is a tool. So money can be used. I know some of us might want to like take trips, like holy trips to different places. Maybe you want to start different ministries, maybe start a feeding program. Guess what, y'all? All those things take money. You need money to do them. You need the resources, you need the money to do it, right? So money is a tool, but then money can also be used in another way to start wars or to have criminal activity happen, right? So money is a tool. So I think if we shift our mindset from going, money is this, money is that, money is a tool. It's very neutral. It's up to you to decide how you want to use it. And realizing that, that really goes for anything in life. There's a lot of things that are tools, but how are you using it? So realizing that, again, today we're going to be doing two exercises to really help you get rid of stuff, clean stuff out, so you can start to manifest better, faster, and stronger. Realizing that today is the clearing day. Tomorrow is the energizing day. So hopefully you join me for tomorrow as well. So before we continue, I just want to make sure that we have the tools that we need. I'm talking about tools, right? The tools that we need. So the first option you can get is I have my sort of container here, my spray here with essential oils, water, and alcohol. It's very good, very cleansing. Some of us might have that as practitioners and other things that we do. If you have something similar to that, I would say grab that. Second option, you can get essential oil, preferably something that's clearing or cleansing, like lavender, frankincense, eucalyptus, sage, tea tree. If you don't have any of those, you can also just use an essential oil. If you don't have that, using hand sanitizer. If you don't have that, then I'll teach you this other exercise of what you can do to clear. So actually, I'll teach you now as we get into the exercise. So this exercise I've done before in the Wake Up Everybody community space, and it's called the whiteboard cleanse. So the way it works is you're going to imagine a whiteboard in front of you. You're going to throw stuff up on the whiteboard. You're going to erase it. We're going to do a few rounds of this for different things that we're thinking about, different things in our consciousness, different things in our energy. And in between, so the times that we do it, I'll have you, stop and like spray your hands or put the oil on the hands to like help cleanse your hand as we're doing this process. If you don't have any of the things that I mentioned, the mixture or the essential oils or the hand sanitizer, then something else you can do simply is just clapping. Okay, clapping with intention. So clapping with intention, clapping the hands with intention of clearing and cleansing the energy is also a great way to like clear the energy and to help it disperse. So if you don't have any of the tools that I mentioned, you can just clap, okay, with the intention to clear. Okay. Hopefully we're good to go. Before I do the exercise, are there any questions or comments about anything I just said? And then we'll get into the exercise. If you feel like you want to write in the chat, you can. If you feel like you want to unmute and share something live based off what I shared, something that resonates, or a question about something that I spoke about, or an offering that you want to talk about in regards to manifestation, feel free to unmute or write a comment in the chat.
All is quiet on the front in the moment.
Oh, I know. It's Tuesday, January 3rd. And I know it's early, y'all. I know some people actually probably may be going back to work today. So silence is okay. Okay, I see a hand.
Dawn, yes. Dawn Allen.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I just missed the last thing that you said we were doing. You were talking about you can clap the hands if you don't have an essential oil, but after that, I need to know what you said because I went to get my essential oil.
Okay. Got it. That's great. No, I was just saying, you can have these tools. You can clap your hands to cleanse the energy if you don't have the essential oils or the tools. And then we're going to be doing an exercise called the whiteboard cleanse, where you're going to imagine something on the whiteboard, you're going to throw it up there, and then we're going to cleanse it off. So you didn't really miss anything. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you, Dawn. Sweet. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, then I guess we'll get into this exercise. Oh, Lori says, on my way to work, this all resonates with me. Amazing. Great. So I know for certain people, if you were on your way to work, right, if you're being active, because most people might be listening to this as they're maybe getting ready in the morning. And again, it's going to be very interactive today. So as you're moving about the space, still doing the exercise in mind with the intention to clear and to cleanse. Okay, so still moving through it, still doing the exercises, but just with the intention to clear and cleanse as you're maybe brushing your teeth, as you're, putting on your clothes, as you're getting ready for the day. Okay, so this exercise, I'll explain it in more detail. You're going to imagine a whiteboard in front of you. So I'll have you close your eyes, imagine a whiteboard in front of you. You're going to throw up certain things on the whiteboard you want to get rid of. And then with your dominant hand, so whether you're a lefty or righty, with your dominant hand, you're going to imagine that hand the color of lightning, the color of an electric spark. It's like electric violet color. Why that color? Because in the energy healing system that I practice, called pranic healing, this electric violet color is known to be like deeply, deeply, deeply energetic cleansing. Has deep energetic cleansing effect. So as we go through this exercise, and as you're visualizing these things, we're going to erase it. Okay, we're going to erase the board. We're going to erase it, erase stuff off the board. Okay, and as you do that, you're going to imagine your dominant hand as this electric violet color, this color of lightning, this color of an electric spark, to help you erase the things that's on the whiteboard. So super easy, super simple. I will guide you through it. I also say don't overthink it. Just like go through the process and it'll be fine. Okay, so for those that are in this space where they can, I want you to close your eyes. Those that cannot because they're getting ready for the day, just continue to do what you have to do. And just imagine this exercise happening as you're getting ready for the day in your mind. So take a deep breath in and release. And again, deep breath in and release. And again, big deep breath in and release. Good. I want you now, with your eyes closed, to imagine a whiteboard in front of you. This whiteboard is the whiteboard that people usually tend to write with a marker, waterproof marker. the marker that people write on the whiteboard with. And then after they write stuff up on there, the whiteboard, they can then erase it. So this is your whiteboard that you're going to use to throw things up on there and then erase them that you no longer need. So the first thing you're going to think about, any thoughts of lack. Any thoughts of lack in your life. I want you to bring all those thoughts up and throw it up there on the whiteboard. And these thoughts of lack may come up as words, it may come up as emotions, it may come up as smoke, like black smoke, you might visualize that. It may come up as scrambled, squiggly lines. It may come up as colors, however it comes up for you, let it come up and come out and throw it up there on the whiteboard. Okay, good, stop. Now, with your dominant hand, the color of electric violet, we're going to erase this stuff on the whiteboard. Okay, so you're going to raise your dominant hand, raise it up, and let's erase this whiteboard and go. Erase, erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly, erase, 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 erase. Good, hand down. We're going to do it again. Throwing up any thoughts of lack in your life. Lack of resources in any way that might be. Lack of money. Lack of anything you need to achieve your dreams and to manifest and materialize your goals. Throw it all up there. Good, stop. Here we go. Dominant hand, electric violet, color of lightning. And let's go erase it. And erase completely, deeply, thoroughly. Erase, erase, erase from the consciousness, from the board. Now, so be it, so be it, so be it. Good. Hand down. Again, think about the thoughts of lack. They're up there on the whiteboard. Throw everything up there. All the thoughts of lack. Very good. And stop. Dominant hand, electric violet. Here we go. Color of lightning. Erase that sucker. Erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now. Erase, 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 erase. Now, now, now. So be it, so be it. So it is. Cut and disintegrate. Let it go. Good. Hand down. This is a good time now to use, if you have your spray or essential oils, to put some of that on your hands. Hand sanitizer, if you don't have that, then this is a good time to clap the hands to help disintegrate or remove any of those toxins from that. Beautiful. Try again, eyes closed. Imagine that whiteboard up in front of you, visualizing that whiteboard in front of you. I want you to think about any of these moments and times or any feelings of like never having enough of things. Like, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough whatever. Clothes. Just not having enough of something. Enough love, enough peace, whatever it is. Yes, good. Throwing it up there. That's good. I feel it on my end. This is great. Yes, let it go. Good. Stop. Dominant hand, electric violet. Here we go. Erase. Erase completely, deeply, thoroughly. Erase from the consciousness now. So be it. Completely, deeply, thoroughly. Erase, erase, erase. Good. Hand down. Again, throw everything up there. Not having enough of things. Any feeling of never having enough. Good. Keep going. Good. Stop. Electric violet. Here we go. Erase. Erase completely, deeply, thoroughly. Erase, erase, erase. Now from the consciousness on all levels. Erase. Delete. So it is. Good. Hand down. Stop. Last time. never having enough of things, feeling like you never have enough of what it is that you want. They're all up there, not having enough. Good, stop. Hand up. Let's erase and go. Erase, erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly from the consciousness. Now erase, erase, erase. So it is, so it is, so it is. It is done. And cut, disintegrate. Let it go. Hand down. To be a good time now to spray the hands, to put on the essential oil, to put on the hand sanitizer if you don't have any of those. Again, just clapping with the intention of clearing. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Moving on. Got a few more of these to go. We're clearing out all this garbage and trash. Okay. So eyes closed. Imagine the whiteboard in front of you. I want you to throw up any feelings or thoughts, emotions of non-worthiness, you not being worthy of receiving something in your life. Any moments of low self-esteem in certain areas in life. Feeling like you're not worth having it, not worth having them, whatever it is. Bring it up and out. Good. Keep going. Good, stop. Here we go. Let's erase it and go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly, erase, erase from all levels of the consciousness now, that energy. So be it, so be it. Good, hand down. Again, think about all the moments, non-worthiness, low self-esteem in life or in certain areas of our life. Just throw it all up there on that whiteboard. Good. Stop. Here we go. Dominant hand, electric violet, color of lightning. Here we go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly. Erase, erase, erase on all levels now. So it is. Good. And down last time. Throw everything up there on that board. Feeling of low self-worth, low self-esteem, not being worthy. Good, and stop. Here we go. And let's erase it and go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now from the consciousness on all levels now. Delete completely now from the consciousness and the energy on all levels. So be it. So it is cut, disintegrate, it is done. Good. Now be a good time to spray the hands or do the clapping, put in the oils, hand sanitizer, let's cleanse. Hopefully y'all are doing okay. Okay, we got 2 more of these to go. Okay. Again, we are using this time to do deep cleansing and clearing. Now, some of y'all might be like, oof, child, it's like a marathon. It is, yeah. And just know that you have help, you know, on my side. I'm doing some help to help assist, also erase the whiteboard on my end. Okay, close your eyes. Whiteboard is there in front of you. I want you now to bring up and out any relationship issues. Ooh, the big one. I know. Throw every and anything up there regarding relationship issues, present, past things. Yes, y'all release. This is good. Yeah, let it go. Okay, good. Stop. Electric violet, lightning. Here we go. Erase that sucker. Erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now. Erase, 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 erase with the help of our angels, help of our divine guides. Erase. So be it, so be it, so it is now. Good. Hand down. Relationship things. Relationship troubles, trauma. Throw it all up there on that whiteboard. Good, stop. Here we go. Dominant hand, electric violet, lightning, and erase it. Erase completely, deeply, thoroughly erase on all levels of our consciousness, of our energy. Now, 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 so be it, so be it, so it is. Good. Hand down. Last time. Any issues or thoughts, feelings of not trusting other people, things not ending well, believing a certain person, a certain type of people are no good, or they're not worth your time, or any relationship issues that has come up for you, past or present. Bringing it up and out, letting it go now. Good. Stop. Here we go. Dominant hand. Erase it. Let's go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly, erase, erase on all levels of the consciousness and the energy, with the help of our divine guides, help of the angels, help of the supreme source. Help us erase, erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now from our consciousness and energy on all levels and all layers. So be it. Cut, disintegrate, let it go, cut, disintegrate. Good. Now's the time to spray the hands, to put on essential oils, do the clapping, or using hand sanitizer. We're going to move on to our last one. I know. Whew. I feel you're releasing. This is great. You're doing a good job. Okay. Last one. Close your eyes. Whiteboard's up there. Any life failures, any moments in which you felt, man, that didn't go so well, and man, I feel like I failed at this, or any perceived moments of failure, any moments in which maybe you feel like you perhaps missed an opportunity for something. Throwing all those moments, all those thoughts up there. Good, and let's do it on all levels. So maybe like on the consciousness level, like, maybe there's something there, conscious level, but also going deep into the subconscious and unconscious, letting things come up and out from there too. They might be hidden. Okay, good, stop. Dominant hand, let's go erase it. And go erase, erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now on all levels of our consciousness and our energy now, of our aura as well. So be it, so be it, so be it. Good. Hand down. Imagine the whiteboard there. Any life failures, any mistakes, any moments in which you missed an opportunity of some sort to pursue a goal or to do something. Any moment in which you perhaps didn't listen to the whispers of our life, whispers that are always talking to us to guide us in the right direction, moments in which we maybe ignored those whispers as well. All those gut feelings. They're all up there. Good. Stop. Here we go. Let's erase and delete it. Electric violet, color of lightning. Here we go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly, erase from the consciousness from all levels of our energy, body, of our mind. Now, 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 so be it, so be it, so be it, so it is with the help of our angels and supreme source and our guides. So be it, so be it, so it is. Good. Last time. The whiteboard's there, imagining moments of mistakes, moments of not being victorious, moments maybe you perhaps lost something that was special to us. Putting it all up there. Good. 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 Stop. Dominant hand, electric violet. Here we go. Erase, erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now. Erase, erase, erase from all levels of our consciousness, of our energy. So be it, so be it, so be it, so it is. Good. And cut. Disintegrate. Good. Now's a good time to spray. Put the oil on the hands or use hand sanitizer. Or if you don't have any of those things, just doing your clapping with the intention of clearing. Good. Close your eyes. No, I said we have one more, but I'm feeling that we need to do something else. So close your eyes. The whiteboard's there. I want you to throw up any other remaining last residue of whatever it is you might be feeling or sensing. Just throwing up any last remaining residue of whatever it is. Something else that maybe you want to get rid of. Just throw it up there on that whiteboard. This will be our last one. We'll only do one round of this. So throw it all up there. I'm doing this one once. So throw it up there. Very good. Here we go. Stop. Dominant hand, electric violet. But I want you now to imagine behind your hand, in front of your hand, through your hand, is the force, is the energy of your divine helpers, of that which is higher than you, the divine source. You can imagine it as light. You can imagine it as a force. You can imagine it as a feeling. Maybe you can imagine it as like an angel wing, however you connect to it. Just imagine that behind your hand, in front of your hand, through your hand, and erase now with this intention, with this force helping you to erase all these things now. Let's go and go erase completely, deeply, thoroughly now, all levels, all layers, front, back, around, and through. Now erasing all these things, erasing never to come back, never to come back, never to come back. Erasing, delete completely from the consciousness now on all levels. So it is, so it is, so it is. Cut, disintegrate, it is done. Release, hand down. Here, just take note now of how you feel. How are you feeling? What's coming up for you? Again, you might even be like, which is great. That's fine. Okay, just continue to live in that moment. Now I'm gonna do just some more erasing on my end for you. Any other last things that are coming up? Space completely deep and thoroughly now. Space. There's only this erase, delete, erase. Let it go. Cut, disintegrate from your aura, from your energy. Letting all those things go. Okay. You can take a deep breath in and release. Good. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How are we feeling? Now, some folks are writing some stuff in the chat. People can
Yes.
also.
Sorry, Z says, feeling a little better considering where I started.
Good. Folks can also feel free to unmute as well. How are we feeling? You can also just talk about the experience. How was the experience for you doing this today?
Dawn Allen says, great, thank you for the pranic healing tool. Aaliyah says, released. Would anyone like to share their voice into the space about how they're feeling, how it might be different than before?
I would.
Sure.
Right.
It's Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Kadeem. Thank you for the pranic healing tool. I'm familiar with pranic healing, and this was a great gift to wake up to.
Sure.
I woke up with a migraine headache this morning.
Mm.
Just bogged down with a lot of things happening, going on in my life, and just I just thank you for having us go through this technique, and I feel great now. So much appreciation.
Awesome. Good. Thank you for sharing, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, pranic healing is a powerful tool for energy clearing, for also realizing that the teacher that started this, Grandmaster Choa Kaksui, although he was an engineer by trade, he was also a businessman. He believed that helping people heal was important. He actually believes that there should be a pranic healer in every family, or at least some sort of person that practices some sort of healing arts in every family, so that people don't have to necessarily be at the just the will of the doctors or the psychiatrist, right? But we can also do something in our own lives as well to sort of help the healing process continue. And Master Choa Kaksui believed that in addition to helping people heal, he was also like, people also need to increase and enhance their spirituality as well. So pranic healing in many ways is also very deeply connected to connecting to the higher part of you, to the spirit source, to the divine source as well. Okay, let's see what else is happening in the chat.
Yes, I'll read that. Florence Lane says, did not want to acknowledge that I had so much to release.
Mm.
And Cheryl says, feeling much lighter. Aaliyah says it was amazing, really liked the now delete practice incorporated with the hand movements. Jacqueline says, I'm feeling peaceful and sleepy. I noticed that my whiteboard was filled with relationship issues and my throat is sore on one side. I got some relief, but I'm feeling some sadness. I feel like I have to erase some relationships. And Ifusade Roulette from Facebook says, feeling complete and resolved. Phyllis Baker says, I released those negative feelings. I fully got rid of those negative emotions. I released heat and tears as well. And Dawn Allen says, she adds, was not able to become a practitioner. I will get into Twin Hearts meditation weekly at least. And Angela Victor from Facebook says, I missed it. But Angela, you know that it's on replay, so you can always come back and nothing is missed.
Correct. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. Let me also just acknowledge the people in the background that's making me look pretty this morning. So the voice that you're hearing is of Kinyofu in the Wake Up Everybody community space. She is in the background today doing tech, and also Cheryl as well. So I want to just also acknowledge them because they're in the background working hard to make sure everything works and is copacetic on the tech end. So thank you both so much for your support this morning. Let's see. Someone mentioned something about sadness. See who mentioned the thing about sadness. Let's see. Is it Jacqueline, I think? Okay, Jacqueline, right? You mentioned feeling sadness. Are you okay to come off mute? No. That's fine. I'll only ask because I'm like, I wanted to do a very quick one-on-one with you. So Let's try it anyway. Mother, you can't come up with me. So,
Same here.
huh?
I'm off.
Okay. Oh,
I'm moving.
thank you. Okay. Thank you for coming into space. Okay, cool. So, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think about the sadness that you're feeling. I want you to, as you think about it, notice that there's a particular point in your body where you feel it the most. Where is this spot? First impression.
Center of my chest.
Sense of your chest. Good. I want you to point to that spot. I want you to notice that there's a color or a series of colors that are in that spot. What color, series of colors do you see first impression?
Red, white.
Good. Red and white. If this sadness were to disappear and sadness were to change to happiness, what color would you want to be there instead? First impression.
Yellow.
Yellow. Good. I want you to imagine this yellow light coming down, down, down into that spot, into that chest spot. Seeing it swirl, seeing it go through that spot. Might even see this yellow light almost as this, almost like a power cleaner, a power washer. It's washing away all that red and white. So all that's left is yellow. And all that yellow energy in that spot now. Full blast. Good. Notice how you feel now. How do you feel?
I'm not sure how I feel, but I'm smiling.
Sounds like the opposite of sadness to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Good, awesome. Good, thank you. Just wanted to do that to help you clear some things away. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Something mentioned gold. Oh, cold. Hand is cold. Oh, that's good.
That was me
Great.
again. Now my hand was cold after I did all of that wiping off that.
That's great. Look, so here's what I've noticed, okay, with my practice. This may not necessarily be the same for you, but this is what it might be. Okay, there's different schools of thought with different things. I've noticed for me that when I'm in like deep spiritual practice, doing a deep meditation, that my hands become cold. And the coldness usually signifies that there's a lot of spiritual energy that's going into that particular spot. Some of the people, sometimes they might say, oh, I feel heat, but just know that there's a temperature change in some sort of way, coldness or the heat, that there is something happening on a deeper spiritual level that your body is attuned to in that same way. So I say cold, feeling cold, that's great. Day one, love that.
So in the chat, we have a
Yes.
couple of more comments.
Mhm.
Carol, Veronica, she says, I released a lot of emotional feelings I've been holding on to. I felt the heat and weight of the last erasure.
Beautiful.
And Angelic Rowe says, thank you, I needed that.
Awesome. That's great, y'all. Did a good job. So it is 7:53. Okay. So in other words, we're going into like 8:30 today. But before I get into our last exercise, I want to just acknowledge people that have to maybe get off to continue getting ready for work or going into work, whatever else you might need to do during this time. So for those that are here that have to get off, thank you so much for being here, for joining in for today. You can catch the recording. It is on Facebook if you want to come back to it later, if you have to hop off. But thank you for being here today. Appreciate it. For those that are going to continue on, we're going to do one more exercise. Okay, and this exercise deals with the breath, and this is called the materialization breath. Okay, and this exercise also deals with using the energy centers. So the main one that we're going to use with this exercise is the heart. We're realizing that there's different energy centers in the body that deal with different things, and that connect us to different, I'll say, parts of ourselves or energies within ourselves. Okay, so you think about these energy centers almost as like wheels or pumps in many ways, because they are continuously moving, activating to help us in various parts of our lives. Okay, some people might know these energy centers. They might call them chakras, the Sanskrit word, which in essentially it just that means spinning wheel in Sanskrit. So these energy sensors, again, they have these particular things that they help us with, they help us do, they help us focus on. In the same way, you think about it in this way, that there's organs in the body that have these different functions, right? That do different things to help us do this, do that, right? The energy sensors also help in the same way, help us do different things. So we're going to work with the heart energy sensor today. Okay. The heart energy sensor, the heart energy sensor and the top of the head, the crown energy sensor, are both deeply connected, very connected. The crown is a more developed and refined version and deeper connected spiritual version than the heart is. Okay, so when it comes to materialization, when it comes to manifestation, putting your focus on your goal of what you want to achieve, but putting your focus on the heart and imagining what you want to manifest or materialize, imagining it in the heart, actually helps to like clean it. Because the heart is also known as, that's think about heart as like love. I love you so much, right? The heart, right? Love. So this love is really great for transmuting negative energies and helping things move to a space of higher energy. Because again, heart and the crown are deeply connected. So the heart, when this expands, becomes super big and bright, the crown expands as well, which also helps to connect us to more spiritual truths and connect us more to our divine nature. Okay, so this heart energy center, if you imagine what you want to manifest and materialize in the heart, that starts to clean it. Okay, then start to clean it. If you can then move from the heart up beyond the crown into the deeper spiritual realm, so that your higher self, so that the divine ones, so that they can take your goal and help move it beyond you and take it to where it needs to go so it can manifest and materialize for you. So I think a lot of us, well, I won't speak for y'all, but I know sometimes for me, it's like, I want something sometimes so badly that I'm also in my want of it so badly, I'm actually telling the universe two things. One, I don't have it. And two, I'm not ready to actually let it go. What do I mean? So we usually think about, sometimes when it comes to manifestation, the law of attraction, right? What you think about, what you feel, what you sense, you can attract to you. But guess what is one law we don't hear about when it comes to manifestation? The law of repulsion. That is also a law. You can also repeal certain things to you as well. And sometimes when you want something so badly, where it's like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Sometimes the energy that you're sending out to the universe by saying, I want it, I want it, I want it, is actually, oh, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, because you want it so much, right? So it's important for us to say, okay, I want this thing, right? But to want it and then to let it go. Huh? What's the best way to fly a kite? Is it to have the kite in your hands and keep running with the kite? No, right? Best way to fly a kite is to have the kite, to start running, but then to let the kite go so it can fly. I think for some of us, we want something so badly, we're not letting our dreams and goals fly because they're still attached to us so much. Because we want it, we want it, we want it. Okay. So I'm not sure if y'all are hearing what's happening right now outside. New York City thinks, okay? Horns are honking very loudly outside. So dealing with natural sounds of nature, the concrete jungle. So just so you know what's happening. I'm okay. It's just people like, I'm going back to work. I'm angry, I'm upset, get out my way. So realizing sometimes the best way for us to manifest is that we have the goals, we have the connection, we have what it is that we want, but now it's time for us to let it go. So this exercise helps us let it go. Well, first actually helps it cleanse the particular thing that we want to manifest, to materialize, and then it helps us to let it go, okay? So here's what we're going, oh, people are saying that they don't hear those things. It's just me. Amazing. I love it, thank you. Okay, great.
Kadeem, before you continue on,
Yes,
I
yes.
noticed a comment from Z. She says she's feeling so disconnected. So I'm not sure what that is and if there's something that she needs to get connected.
See, yeah, do you mind coming off mute and sharing? Or you can also type it in the chat if you don't want to say it out loud. We just want to make sure that people in the Zoom space are okay. And Facebook too. Like we love y'all Facebook as well. We just can't necessarily see you in the Zoom space. Yes, but see if you want to unmute so you can help. If not, that is okay too. Not really. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I would say if feeling disconnected, hopefully this exercise can help you feel more connected. All right. So let's try this. So this exercise, the way it works is that you are going to imagine your goal. Just one thing. You're gonna be like, I want to manifest 5, 6 things. Focus on, and that's great if you want to, but let's focus on one thing right now. Just one. Okay, one at a time. Just one thing maybe you want to manifest, materialize. Where you're going to focus on what that thing is. You're going to focus on the essence of what that thing is going to bring you. Okay? Focus on that. Focus on that in the heart space. Okay? You might be asked, what do I mean by essence? Is that sometimes, again, speaking for myself also, is that we want to materialize material substance, car, house, new job, money, whatever it is. I've realized to myself during my practice is that I was so focused on the external of what I wanted to materialize that I didn't focus on the internal. Like the external is great, but what is this internal? What is it going to bring me? So when I initially started doing my manifestation practices and I was like, I want to manifest this amazing place to live in, and I want it to look like this and look like that. And guess what, y'all? I got it. I got it. I got exactly what I wanted. Externally, huh? Internally, having that thing was hard, rough, abysmal, not feeling great. And I'll be very transparent. I'll tell you what it was. I was wanted to materialize a new place to live in. Okay, I wanted to materialize a new place to live in. I wanted to be nice and fancy, have big windows. I wanted it to have all these amenities and all this stuff. Okay, and I wanted to be like, yes, all this external stuff is great. Guess what happened? Went to California once, Southern California in San Diego. Went there, happened to meet someone randomly, literally randomly, started talking to this person, clicked right away. Person was like, hey, don't know why I'm saying this. You seem super cool, but I have a free room, not free, but an available room in this townhouse. And I was like, I was looking at moving anyway, and I do love Southern California. Went to the townhouse. Everything I asked for, y'all. Everything down to a T, everything. And the person's right. I was like, oh, did we just manifest this? Like the way this happened, just the connection, the person I met, like I was like, oh, this is deep. And I was like, okay, this is it. Moving to California. I've always loved Southern California as well. So, oh, I'm getting a chance to live in a place that I love. And I'm living in a place that I love, right? Living in a place that I love in regards to Southern California, but also a place that I love externally that look great, this townhouse. Moved in, and oh my gosh, abysmal. Was not a great experience at all. Just in regards to everything about it, in regards to like the actual living situation with the two other roommates, in regards to the area I was in regards, like area, I mean, it looked nice when I first went, but then later on I was like, oh, there's some things happening here in regards to the people that live in the area who were not kind of sane, kind of a bit all over the place, right? So I manifested exactly what I wanted externally, but because I didn't focus on the peace and the comfort and the serenity of the home, I didn't get that. I got the external. So I'd say for you, when it comes to manifestation, you have to focus beyond the physical and focus on the internal. And sometimes realizing that if your focus and core, which one manifest and materialize, is on the internal, sometimes the external stuff will just happen naturally. And it might even be better than you thought, right? Because what you want beyond the car or the house or the yacht or whatever it is you want, right? The relationship. Maybe what you want is love. Maybe what you want is commitment. Maybe what you want to feel is peace. Maybe what you want to feel is connectedness. Maybe we want to feel security. So it's important for us to focus on the internal. Something else that I feel like we don't talk about in manifestation circles. It's like, yes, focus on the vision, which is great, but it's usually the external. Let's focus on the internal for this exercise. What I will say though, is that my living experience in Southern California, because it was so juicy, very disturbing for me to go through, but because it was so juicy, I did get a book out of it. So I actually wrote a book about my experience living in Southern California and the drama that ensued and everything I saw and witnessed. Right. So although on one hand, it was like, oh, this experience was not great. It was just, oh, yes, I manifested externally. Right. But on the other end, like, okay, well, at least we got a book out of it. Anyway, all right. So I will stop there. And let's do this exercise. So we're going to focus on what you want to materialize and manifest. Focus on the essence of it. We're going to focus on that in the heart space. Okay. You're going to, I'll do this a few times. You're going to focus on in the heart space. You're going to put your head down. You're going to inhale, hold the breath, Head's going to go up. Exhale to the mouth. Hold the breath. Head's going to come down. Inhale. Hold. Head's going to go up. Exhale to the mouth. Like you're blowing smoke. Hold the breath. Inhale. Okay. So you can almost essentially think about it. Okay, again, it's in the heart, so it's kind of already being cleansed. Or if you think about it almost as if you're inhaling the intention, kind of the goal, inhaling it, holding it, breathing it out through the mouth, to then give it up to the divine source so it can manifest. Breathing it out, holding, coming back down, to then inhale more of it, hold, to then breathe it out, up. Yeah, so again, the mechanics are focus on what you want to materialize, manifest the essence of it, what it's going to bring you, right? Head down, going to inhale, hold, head up, exhale to the mouth, like you're blowing smoke. Hold, back down to the chest, inhale. Okay, so we're going to do this a few times, right? So let's try this. Close your eyes. I want you to focus on what it is that you want to manifest or materialize. I want you to focus on the essence of what this will bring you. So you can focus on the external, but also focus on the internal. How are you feeling in this space as you manifest and materialize whatever it is that you want to manifest and materialize? How are you feeling? What is it bringing you? I want you now to imagine this scene, what you're seeing, or perhaps you're feeling something. I want you to imagine this and put it in the chest area, in the heart energy space. Good. Good. Continue to see the scene, continue to see the external, but feel the internal. Noticing what it's bringing you as you're doing it, whether it's bringing you peace, serenity, security, happiness, joy, love, whatever it is for you. Whatever is bringing you, imagine that in the heart space. Good. Now, gonna put the head down towards the chest. Inhale. Hold. Head up. Breathe out through the mouth. Hold. Head comes back down. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Head goes up. And blow it out. Hold. And come down, head comes down towards the chest. Inhale. Head it goes up. Blow it out. Exhale. Hold. Head comes back down. Inhale. Hold. Head it goes up. Blow it out like smoke. Hold. Head comes back down. Inhale. Hold. Head goes up. Exhale. Hold. Head comes back to the center. Okay. And you can open your eyes. Awesome, awesome. How was that exercise for you? Also, I know that there's also stuff in the chat, so I'll let the chat stuff. Let one of the admin read the stuff that's happening in the chat as people are writing about their experience.
Okay, this is stuff before this activity, so I will read it. By the time I get to the end, there's probably going to be current stuff.
Yes.
Teresa in Facebook, she says, "What? No, she says, whoa, you mean we need to surrender?" And
Correct.
she adds, "What I hear you saying, or maybe this is Cheryl, not sure. Focus upon the essence of what we are desiring. Focus on the internal. What does it look like, feel like in your mind? What does it look like, feel like? I'm reading other words. Feel like in your world, internally, when you have that which you desire, yes?"
Correct. Correct. Exactly.
And she has a mind blown emoji.
I love that.
Florence says, "Can relate, manifested the person relationship externally, but no internally, spiritually."
Exactly. Yeah.
Phyllis says, "Great, and I thank you." Z says, "Like box breaths with a twist, congested, challenging."
Mm,
Jacqueline says, "That was way better than imagining the external reward. The internal was so much more satisfying. I felt a clearing in my chest. I feel more centered."
mm.
That's it for the chat for now.
Okay. Awesome. Anyone want to come off mute and share their experience? Share their experience and or comments or questions
Deborah
about
says,
oh,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Deborah says, "I loved how asking me to focus on the internal gave me more clarity and appreciation for what I want."
Mm,
And Jacqueline agrees.
awesome. Awesome. That's great. That's great. Hey, I think it's important for us just to kind of do the things. Right. Just like do the things and just show up. And just let the universe, the divine source, do the rest. Might show up, do what we need to do. And let the universe do the rest. So are there any questions, comments about manifestation, materialization, about what we went through today, exercises? Because to be honest, I'm done. Like, those are two things I have. I want to leave some extra room for questions or comments. So we have a few minutes. Take any questions or comments, whether in the chat or if somebody wants to unmute and show their face as well.
This is Florence.
Lawrence, hey.
Yeah. I asked the question yesterday, but I think it was a little bit later on the late side.
Okay.
So the question was, I'll try to see if I could show my face. It's a little
You look
bit-
great, Florence. Yes, I love it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so I woke up one morning. I'm in London right now, and I woke up one morning and I saw a partial, like a force field, partial force field. And I want to know why it was partial. Like I want to know why it looks like it was like protection, but why was it just partial, like off to my right? And following that, I described seeing like a woman on a horse in a pink outfit, but like really victorious and all of that. And I want to know, well, why wasn't the force field like total? And what should I maybe have done about that? It happened. So it's been a question in my mind.
Good
Because if I
question.
only just saw this force field like it was like an arc, but I knew it was like a force field.
Okay. So let me ask a few questions. So what you saw,
Mhm.
was this before we did the activity yesterday or after
Oh
the,
yeah, this is something that happened like a few, like month or so ago, month or even two ago. Yeah.
and you only saw the force field on the right side, you said?
Yeah. Most spiritual activity that I experience happened
Mhm.
on the right side. Like I felt once this like a certain experience floating away from me. It was floating towards the right. Everything, most things happen towards the right side.
Got it. Okay. And then you
Mhm.
also saw a woman, you said, on a
On a
horse,
horse. Mhm.
right? Did you see her in front of the force field, behind the force field? Is that the same instance or is this something different?
Well, this is like to me, like it just was like consecutive things. It wasn't yes around the, well that this woman on a horse, like it to me it seemed to represent me in a joyful, most like victorious state, but I
Mhm.
can't exactly tell you where exactly that was. I just know the force field itself was on my right.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me share
Mhm.
let me share what's coming up for me,
Mhm.
right? And again, realizing with this, everyone, and I'll like to say this, like everything you're hearing today is based off of the world according to Kadeem. Okay. It's based off my truth, things that I've learned, things that I've received. So I'm sharing based off of what I've learned from my experiences and from what I've know and from what I've received. Also realizing that you too have things you receive and things you're connected with as well. So if I say something to you that resonates, take it. If not, that's okay too. Take what resonates with you, right? But I think in connecting what I just spoke about in regards to manifestation materialization, in regards to focuses sometimes so much on the external,
Mhm.
right? Let's focus on the internal, right? So I think just even based off what you said, Florence, in regards to your experience, is that yeah, you saw this woman on the horse, right? You said with the sword and stuff. Okay, that's external, right? Okay, it's interesting. Like, what could that mean? I don't know. But you so eloquently gave us the meaning. What's the meaning? You just said you thought it was victorious, you thought it was joy.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right. So beyond the external, whatever the external thing that you saw,
Mhm.
what you felt internally is a sense of joy and victory. So
Mhm.
I think for you in your life, I think perhaps whether it's something, whether it's your divine guides that's showing you this, whether it's some higher part of you that's showing you that there's a sense of joy and victory
Mhm.
that's within you already, you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about, right?
Yes.
Because it wasn't like you felt the joy and victory, or you saw the woman and then she like slowly walked away with the horse, and then the victory and joy left,
Mhm.
right? It was there. So I
Yeah.
think that's maybe telling you the victory and joy is there within you, right?
Mhm.
So just kind of keep
Okay.
following that. But then also, I think you mentioned this thing about this like force field around you, and you mentioned asking why was it
I'm
just
wondering why it
right?
wasn't complete, like why it wasn't a circle rather than just an arc.
Right. So here's the question in that, right? It was incomplete, right? It wasn't a circle. It was just an arc. So I'm going to ask you, what is the essence of that, right? So you saw this thing, but what is the essence of that? What did that make you think? How did that make you feel when you saw that? What's the essence?
Well, just seeing this thing that seemed to represent a part of it, well, maybe a part of a force field, gave me a certain kind of confidence of protection. But I didn't know well what I was being protected for. But it's later that I thought of why wasn't it, a whole circle that came. But at the moment when it came, I felt protected. When I saw it, I felt protected.
Boom. Done and done. That's the connection for you, the protection, right? You also said something interesting though, is that you said when you have your spiritual experiences, that they usually on the right side,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it could mean, perhaps, don't know, right? But based on what you're telling me, it could mean that maybe the force field was actually all over you, but just because you're more connected to the right side, that you start on the right side. And I'll
Oh.
say this, if we think of the physical body, okay, so there's a right hemisphere, left hemisphere. So the right hemisphere of the body usually tends to deal with more masculine energy. Left side tends to deal with more feminine energy. Okay, so it's like the mixture of like these two polarizations, right? The yin and the yang energy, masculine, feminine energy. The right side of the body, or the masculine energy, if we think about so I'll say this, in esoteric circles, you know, like deep, like spiritual circles, usually the masculine energy is usually connected to deeper, higher spiritual truths. Think about it in this way. Sometimes when you have prayers, right, you might say something like, "Our Father," or sometimes the Godhead is sometimes seen as masculine. Right now, it could be that yes, there's a patriarchal society, but also usually is that the masculine side is seen as like the connected side to the divine, whereas usually the feminine side, although also connected to divine, is usually seen as something that's more concrete and something that's more physicalized. So we think about usually Mother Earth. We don't say Father Earth, we say Mother Earth, because it's the concrete side. We think about mothering, right? Nature, right? We think about mothers, right? They give birth to life. So usually the feminine side is known as more as like the life side, the sort of physical side, the side that is like nurturing, the side that's taking care of the things that are in our environment, the life side, whereas usually the right side, the more masculine side, is seen as the more divine side. Okay, that's the way it sometimes works in esoteric circles. So for you, it could be, again, don't know if this is the right answer, but just based off what I'm hearing and based off of my experience and teachings, is that it could be that the right side for you, because the right side generally tends to be the more masculine side, which is connected to the sort of divine. It could just also be that you're connected to that, and that divine self, right, is connected deeply to you as well, so that sometimes when you see things, when you feel things, it happens on the right side for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that the right side, that the only right side is the only side that's active, or things are only happening on the right side for you. It could be happening all over. And because the right side for you is connected more to deeper spiritual truths, that's how you're connecting to spirit, is that on the right side. This side is connected to deeper spiritual truths and divine energy.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Again, again, based on my experience, take it or leave it. Not saying you have to believe it. I don't think you should believe everything I say. I was sharing the things with you that resonated with me. So thank you so much, Florence. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Good morning, Kadeem.
Morning. Who's that?
This is Veronica.
Veronica. Hey.
So when in my experience just now, I felt I chose the item that I wanted to manifest, but I kept being bombarded by another.
Another thing you want to manifest.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I kept pushing it away. And so the question came, can I put both of those in at the same time, or do I start another manifestation?
Start another manifestation. Because when it comes to like manifesting and bringing things in, so let's say, for example, if you, well, actually, do you mind sharing the two things?
Sure. Okay, yeah. So the first thing is I've been wanting I have 21 acres of land, and I want to put the house. I really want to put this house down. And then the other thing is that my cousin and myself and a friend are planning to go to Ghana and Senegal for a month. And so I'm balancing these things, right? And so I put the house as my manifestation. And so I kept pushing aside the thought of the other thing. And then as I was doing the manifestation with you, I got this bright orange, and that's what I put into my heart, the bright orange. And I felt very comfortable in seeing myself on the land in that situation. And so then I started to think, I said, well, if I manifest the trip, if it's not something I should do, what am I supposed to see? And did I confuse it all?
Good question. So there's a few things. So the first thing is sometimes what we want for ourselves isn't always what the universe wants for us, right? Or the divine head wants for us. So I think the fact that we're trying to manifest is one thing, or focus on this one particular thing, but something else kept coming in. That might have been the divine self saying, hey, we want help in this other aspect or area, right? But here's the thing. You can do the exercise again, right? The recording is on Facebook. You can watch it again. You can do it yourself, right? So that's one thing. Second thing is, you mentioned the orange light.
Yes.
Which I think is a beautiful connection. Orange could represent different things, right? My practice in regards to pranic healing, orange light is a powerful, powerful color and energy of expelling things and like deep cleansing. So for me to hear on my side that orange is what you saw when you put the thing in the heart, to me translated as, oh, wow. That means there's a lot of dispelling and cleansing happening as you put it in the heart. Amazing. Check. I'll also say in regards to focusing on the two different things is that focusing on putting the house on the 21 acres is one energy or one vibration. And traveling, you said, to Ghana?
Ghana and Senegal.
Ghana and Senegal?
Yes.
That's a totally different energy and vibration.
Okay.
So I found for me that sometimes when you try to layer in different things together, it's like you're trying to layer in different vibrations together.
I see.
So when it comes to manifestation, I try to tell people when you do an exercise, focus just on one, because that's one vibration. That vibration needs to go up to the divine head, to the universe for it to manifest and to, clear its vibratory energy. And once you're done with that, then go to another one, because there are different energies and different vibrations.
Okay, and I have the next statement I have to make is I was listening carefully to Florence, and I just completed the basic pranic healing.
Congrats.
Well, and so I've been dreaming and dreaming, and one night I dreamt that they were all ascended masters surrounding my bed. They had on white, and they had red covering their mouths, like a red, like it wasn't a mask, but it was like a covering.
Okay.
They were all over me, and I felt like, and I told Jeff, and I said, "Oh my God, like I'm resisting doing pranic healing, but I've never resisted receiving it." And it's been this surrendering myself to healing, but I have not surrendered myself to giving it. When she was talking about, well, they were all around me, right? And they were I know they were telling me, like Jeff said, he said, they're telling you that if you don't do this, you're going to lose it. They're telling you to do it, to jump in. And so what helped me today with the manifestation is I put that in along with when we were cleansing, is that my fear of moving forward. And it was, I thank you for this today, because it really did help me. I think it's giving me a push.
No, good.
And I am so appreciative of this, this week. So thank you so very much.
Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Jeffrey is great. My one of my first teachers, spiritual teachers, and teachers within pranic, part of a beautiful community of folks. And Jeff, he's tough to begin on people, but he definitely knows his stuff, and he's definitely very gifted. So thank you so much for sharing that, Veronica. Thank you. Okay, so go ahead. Yes.
Thanks in the chat.
Yes. Okay.
Z says, I'm so grateful for you, Kadeem, and for my Wu family. I will keep coming back, even maybe especially when I'm feeling my lowest.
Good.
Stacy in Facebook says, ask God, and that sounds awesome. And I think this was in reference to your question, comment about the experience. I wanted to add, so that reminds me about something that I was experiencing or noticing is that I'm reminded that I can manifest, materialize things in partnership
Mm,
with the Most High. So that experience was it, the hand, you know, it was that you mentioned the hand in hand with the clearing, but then I also experienced the hand in hand with the blowing.
beautiful. That's great. That's good. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure. Jacqueline says semicircles remind me of 180 degrees, a turnaround.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Teresa in Facebook says, do you do these exercises every day, especially the last exercise? Continue to do it until what is wanted manifests? Should I pause and you answer that?
Yes. You should do it every day. No. So, two things. First thing is, these exercises are great, right? I would say the one that we did earlier with the clearing the whiteboard, use it every day if you want to. Yes, that's great, because I feel like there's always stuff we can cleanse, even from our day. We take these amazing, beautiful, like physical showers, right, to clean our physical body. Are we doing emotional showers, mental showers to clean our emotional, mental body? I think that this exercise, just erasing the whiteboard, I think is great to clear and cleanse the mental, emotional body. If you're feeling something in the moment, but say, I'm feeling really angry right now, you can stop, put the anger on the whiteboard, erase, erase, erase. You'll feel better. You can do that every day. The materialization breath one, though, it's a good one to do, but my take, okay, someone else might be different. My take is that, no, don't do it every day. Why? Because remember how I said the best way for something to manifest, materialize, or to be achieved is to let it go, right? You can't keep running with the kite, right? You can run up to a certain point. At a certain point, you have to let the kite go and let it fly. So for me, doing the materialization breath every day, at a certain point, you're not letting the kite fly at all, because you keep bringing it back to you. If anything, what I'll say is that you can do this materialization breath, maybe you do it like 3 days in a row, right, if you want, right? Because all this helps to clear it and then bring it up to the source. And then you gotta let it go. It has to do its work, right? I would say if you want to do it again, don't come back to it until another month later, if you want to do it again. But you have to make sure, because if you keep calling the thing back to you, energy back to you, it won't ever fly. Right, so you can do it up to a certain point, maybe like 3 times a day, and then you gotta let it go, so that energy can work. Okay, I'm done with that.
Okay. And Deborah says, did we do about 3 rounds of the inhales, exhales in the last exercise?
Inhale, exercise, last exercise, 7 times. So we do it 7 times. 7 times is a good number. And again, y'all, I cannot stress this enough. Once you're done with it, let it go. Right? So you do it 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, and then open your eyes. Go about your business. Right? Don't sit and relish, let me continue to feel. You're bringing it back down to you. Right? We're doing this exercise to let it go. Let it go up to the divine source so it can work. Right? I think there's a certain point when you do it, you can feel stuff. Maybe after you're done, maybe you sit for 5 or 6 seconds, right? Just kind of bring yourself back down, but bring yourself back down, not the energy of the thing back down, right? It's important for you to let it go. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Teresa, she's adding, she says that right there. How do I know that what I want to manifest aligns with what God has for me?
Great question. Because you're doing this in conjunction, this exercise in conjunction with God anyway, with bringing it in your heart and then blowing it up, and releasing it. If it ain't meant for you, if God's like, this is not meant for you, it won't happen. I feel like if it's not, and this is another thing we did not even go into, the other layers and aspects of materialization, right? So there's law of attraction, spoke about law of repulsion. There are these other aspects, these other laws that are also involved in it. So there's something called the law of entitlement, which means like you might want to manifest this thing, but are you entitled to it? Will you receiving this thing, will this take you away from your purpose and what God has for you? If you're not entitled to it, you won't get it. So you might, gonna use an example, you might say, I want to manifest $1 billion. That sounds nice, right? You might focus, yeah, it'll bring me peace, it'll bring me security, I can do so many things, help different people. But God might be like, I know the plans I have for you, but if I give you $1 billion, that will take you so far off course from what I want you to do in this lifetime, so I can't give it to you. So I believe that in this manifestation, doing it in conjunction with God, with the universe, and doing these exercises, which helps with that process. If you're not entitled to it, and if it's not a part of another law, if it's not a part of your soul's reason or soul's purpose for coming in this lifetime, you won't get it. So I'll say don't worry about it. Just keep focusing on the thing. Also realizing though, is that you can, do the exercise, right? Breathing exercise. And sometimes the Godhead's like, yeah, I'll give it to you. You just gotta wait for a bit. Because other things you have to learn, other people you have to come across in order for me to give this thing to you, or other people you have to let go in your life. Huh? Did I say something? In order to give it to you. So also don't be like, I guess I asked for it to come in 2 months. It didn't come. I guess it's not meant for me. That also may not be the case. It may just be right timing, right intention, right place, right time. Huh? Right timing, right intention, right place, right time. People talk about, the person was in the right place at the right time. This is why this thing happened to them. But there's also a wrong place at the wrong time. There's also right place at the right time, right intention, right time. No, wait, right timing, let's say, right intention, right timing, right place. What was the other one I said? I forgot, but y'all got it. There's 4 of them. Okay.
So piggybacking on Teresa's question, how do I know any of us know that we're not barking up the wrong tree?
In regards to?
And manifesting. If we're manifesting, we're looking to manifest something and it's not the right, any of those right things, we won't know, but we'll keep manifesting, putting energy into it.
Good question. And I think this is the aspect also of letting go. Right. So there's 2 aspects of letting go. The one aspect of letting go, which is like, right, letting the kite fly. Another part of it saying, I want this thing, I'm trying to manifest this thing. It seems like it's not coming. I'm just gonna back off and let it go. Because maybe there's something else. And again, this is why the essence is what you want to focus on. Because sometimes the external is not what God wants to give you. My belief is that God wants to give us the essence. So sometimes when we pray for stuff and ask for things, God's like, think I'm gonna give that to you? What I want you to do is that I want you to pray for the essence of what you want, because that's what I want to give to you. I want to give you this essence. Let me deal with the external stuff, but I want to give you the essence. So I think if we start to focus on our manifestation, less on the external things, the money, the house, the car, whatever, and focus more on what I really want to feel is I really want to feel a sense of security. What I really want to feel is a sense of peace in this aspect of my life. let God do the rest. That's it. So I think if we switch from manifesting, materializing the external and focus more on the internal of the essence of what we want, then I think we'll get what we want. It just may not be exactly the way that we see it to be.
Got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Z says, thank you, Veronica. I had a little bit of awareness in your share. I feel like I'm still overtaken with fear of everything, especially actually manifesting, materializing.
It's, it can be a process. I think for some of us that's been doing manifestation work for a long time, even those of us that are new to it, I'm reminded sometimes of like a performer that might be a performer and they've gone on stage countless times, but sometimes they still get nervousness before they go on stage. Because, it's always a process. So I would say, don't beat yourself up over this stuff. Like, it's a process, take it day by day. Rome wasn't built in a day, or these days people say Beyonce wasn't built in a day, right? It takes day by day, moment to moment. So just do it moment to moment, and take your time with it. I think we always want to rush to do it. I gotta do it now. Right? Us in this time of like instant things. We had things right now. You can get it instantly. I have a question. Let me ask Google, right? Or Alexa or Siri, right? We have these things. We can get it right now. God doesn't always work like that. The universe doesn't always work. It has its own timing. So sometimes it's up to us to take it moment by moment and let the universe do the rest.
Okay, thanks. A few more a few more chats.
Sure. Mhm.
Mark says, someone said that the desire within you for that good thing is confirmation that you already have it.
Beautiful. Mhm.
Viral says, you certainly overstated me, Z. Cheryl says, Ashe Florence, the desire for it comes from the divine. Jacqueline says, I had to do that. I had to back off and let it go. Now I can visualize it and feel the joy that my vision brings without feeling anxiety. Vero says, overstand. Okay, that's it for the chat.
Amazing, everyone. Well, thank you all for joining in and for like staying later. I know we were over today. It was 8:46 Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all for those for staying over and for asking these amazing, beautiful questions and also for sharing your experience. I realize for me, I'm just a facilitator. I've helped facilitate people's journey and stuff, but also realizing that you are also your own best teacher, right? And you all have experiences we can share with each other to help us grow and to help us facilitate. So just with you sharing your experience with other people is beautiful. So thank you so much for doing that. If you want to get in contact with me, my information is here. Facebook and Instagram is Kadeem1. You can email me, kadeem@kadeem1.com. My website is kadeem1.com. Just reach out to me if you have any questions or comments or anything. Like maybe you want something like a one-on-one session, maybe you want something for a group, also let me know. If you want to give a love offering, you can. Donations. Zelle and Quick Pay is here. soulleadershipdevelopment@gmail.com. You can Cash App Spirit of a Woman. And the code for today is #753KAR. So if you want to give something, I guess, to me directly, a love offering donation, you can Zelle or Quick Pay it or Cash App it and use that code #753, which is the day, and KAR, which are my initials, to do so.
Thank you, Kadeem. Yes, so you all, I feel like I was in church today. So if I'm feeling that, I'm sure you're feeling that also. So tithing and support is the name of the game. So do what Kadeem says. We also have automated love offerings, and you could choose something that works for you in your lifestyle. We have $25 a month, $50 a month, $75 a month, $100 a month. Each of these amounts are connected to a link that will be dropped into the chat. So choose what works for you. You can set it and forget it. So you know that every month, Boo is getting something because you know that you're always getting something. So you're just creating that nice balance and cycle.
So as you can see here, I am back again tomorrow. So today's day 3. So I've been here every single day for the past 3 days. Tomorrow is my last, well, not to my last day in the Woo space, but tomorrow is the last day of my 4-day, I guess, intensive in the Woo space. So tomorrow we're focusing on energizing the road for manifestation. So today we did a lot of stuff on clearing things away, sort of clearing the road. Tomorrow, it's only half an hour session, but tomorrow we're going to be doing 2 exercises to really help you like energize the goal and really put the pedal to the metal for tomorrow. And then Thursday, my sister girl, my friend, Stacey McLean, she is doing a session on You Deserve to Be Free in 2023.
Ashe, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm suspecting that there's new members out there. I saw a couple of names I didn't recognize before. Maybe you're just new to me, but if you feel like you're new, because this is your first week, first month, first year, first time in Zoom, first time in Facebook, wherever you are, just say it. Let us know. In the Zoom chat, say I'm new. In the Facebook thread, say I'm new. And watch the Woo community surround you, welcome you. And we want to see you. We want to see you come back. We're here 5 days a week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 8:30, and Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 7:30. So tune in if you would like to receive an alert to remind you of when we're on. You can, if you haven't done this already, you can open up a text and type in 74121 in the telephone number section and the word Woo Nation in the comment section, press send, and you will be in our automated alert system. We are always here on Zoom and streaming live on Facebook, so you can catch the replays on Facebook. And here's our swag. So you see that we have so many things to choose from. We have candles and mugs and caps and masks and t-shirts and sweatshirts and leggings and a bag. There's so many things. Go to bit.ly/Woo Swag and get yours today so that you can represent. Just think about, when you're doing some clearing exercises, you can burn a candle and drink your tea or your water. So it's all good. And then write in the journal. Please stay in touch. Thank you for joining us. And it's recommended, suggested that you register every week so that you can receive in your email a lineup of who's next in the Woo community to present. So you can be one of the first people to know. Go to bit.ly/Wake Up Movement, fill out the form and receive emails, and as well as a link to Zoom. And we have 2 Facebook groups. One is private, one is public. Go to bit.ly/Woo Community to go to the private page. That's where we're streaming live right now. That's where you can catch the replays. And bit.ly/Woo Nation. Woo Nation is uppercase. That's our public page or our fan page. So go there, click like. We're on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual and YouTube at bit.ly/Woo on YouTube. And we have an email, of course. So if you have some comment, suggestions, thoughts, or questions, or even a desire to volunteer to work with us, you can drop that in one of our message systems, which is this email, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. And with that, I'm completing the slides. I am asking you all to unmute yourself so you can give Kadeem a love shower appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
this
you.
and
Thank you.
able to have the clarity and
Excellent
emotion
session.
Always.
warming
You
feeling this
always
this
inspire me.
morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
all.
Thank
Thank
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Kadeem. Thank you so
Thank
very
Thank you,
much.
Kadeem.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Wonderful
Thank you.
session. Boy,
Thank
3
you.
days is
Thank you.
wonderful.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have an
you.
amazing day. Thank
You
you.
too. Thank
Oh,
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Great start of the new year.
Yay.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.